Hey, welcome to the show. Hopping on real fast before the draft, about 30 minutes until the draft goes off. Just wanted to jump on real fast to talk about the Washington Wizards and the Golden State Warriors trade that went down a couple hours ago. The Wizards trading Chris Paul to the Warriors for Jordan Poole, a 2030 protected first round and a 2027 second round pick. This move doesn't necessarily make sense to me. I mean, I'm a Kings fan, so I'm not 100% with the Warriors and all, but I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I know they wanted to get rid of Jordan Poole so really bad because of his contract, but to get a 38-year-old Chris Paul who's hurt every single year, never fails, always gets hurt, especially come playoff time. The Warriors should know this. Every time they played a Chris Paul team in the playoffs, he seemed to get hurt. This year in the playoffs, he got hurt. I don't understand it. That's the best they could do for Jordan Poole. Is that how bad he played this season? Is they can only get an aging Chris Paul on a 1 year that's coming on. I mean, I get it. It's an expiring contract. It's only partially guaranteed. So if it doesn't work out, they can release him. But they don't plan on it. They plan on keeping him, not waiving him. So I don't know. I just don't get this trade. I mean, it hurts the Warriors bench as well because now Chris Paul, there's talk about him coming off the bench. So you're still going to have Curry, Klay, Draymond. He's a free agent, but he's most likely coming back. Wiggins and Looney. And then on the bench, you have Chris Paul, Moody, Kuminga, and then a bunch of nobodies. And I feel like I think the Warriors needed a big man. And they still need a big man. They can't be done dealing right now. Like, they needed a big man more than they needed another point guard. If Porzingis, who just got traded to the Celtics, if he was available, why didn't the Warriors try to go and get him? He's a decent rim protector. He's a big guy. He can rebound. That's something that more what they needed. They didn't need an aging Chris Paul. This, to me, the first thing I thought of, this was like an NBA 2K trade. To where, he's not going to get hurt. He'll be fine. He's 38, but that's fine. Who cares about age in video games, right? It'll work. I just don't understand this trade. Like, maybe 5-6 years ago, granted, Chris Paul still got hurt, but it would have been a better trade-wise, I feel like. But now, he's 38, broken down. He's going to have to start some games because, I mean, injuries are going to happen to where he'll start. I just don't understand this trade. It makes no sense to me. Warrior fans, chime in below. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just not seeing things, and then on top of it, you throw in two draft picks in these future years. You're going to need these young guys because Curry, Klay, and Draymond, they're not going to last forever. And as we saw last year, Curry can't do this by himself. Klay, he's on the downfall. These injuries, he's not there. Draymond can't play 5 anymore. The Lakers used and abused him when they went small. So it's going to be interesting. And we all know Kerr doesn't like to play young guys. He just, for some reason, will not play the young guys. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. The Warriors just hurt their bench. And they got a point guard who's not a scorer coming off the bench now. They're losing Dante this offseason. So they can't be done dealing right now. They just can't. There's no way. So Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's off to a pretty interesting start. Not to mention just 3 days ago, he mentioned they planned on having Jordan Poole for 4 years. Couldn't even make 4 days. But that just goes to show you, no one's telling the truth in these press conferences. They're just saying what you want to hear so you don't start any rumors or anything. But everyone knew Jordan Poole was available. But I just don't know. It's interesting to say the least that they got rid of him for Chris Paul. A 38-year-old Chris Paul. I mean, maybe Chris Paul will prove us wrong, but I don't see it. Do not see it. Who knows? If you have a sports fan, you just don't know what to get them. Look up these. dugoutmugs.com. Barrel of a baseball bat made into a cup. It's a pretty cool gift. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting, which is nice. Sit back, watch a baseball game with a nice little cold drink. Look into it. I'll leave a link in the description below. But yeah, Chris Paul's now a Warrior who once, at one point, he was a rival to the Warriors with the Clippers. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on. Yeah, like I said, draft here now in 10 minutes. So hit the Warrior fans. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this trade, whether you like it, don't like it, what you think maybe they'll do next. Hit subscribe, hit the button, notification button, so you know when I upload next. I'll probably upload possibly this weekend about the draft, that maybe like who the Kings traded, they drafted, or whatnot. So yeah, subscribe. See you on the other side.